For this effect, the participant can give the deck as many cuts as they would like. After the deck has been cut, I would explain to the participant, I'm going to start spreading through the cards, and I just need for them to touch any two consecutive cards they would like. So let's say by spreading through, they touch these two cards. So this is going to be the first selection. This is going to be the second selection. So, in order to find out what the first selection is, we're going to ask the deck. However, the deck only has a set limit of 4 questions we can ask it. So the 4 questions are the following. The first is going to be the color. So let's spell color. Color. This card is going to tell us the color of this card. In this case, a 5 of diamonds, which is red, meaning this card is red. Now we're going to do the number. Number. So this card, this one is a red king, just as you can see. So now it's either a king of hearts or a king of diamonds. So let's spell answer. Answer. In this case, this card is the 8 of hearts, meaning that this card should be the king of hearts. But in order to verify, we're going to spell match. Match. We put this down, and this card is the king of diamonds, meaning that this card is the king of hearts, and the participant can turn over the card, and it really is the king of hearts. However, we have the second card, and if you remember from before, I said we could only ask the deck 4 questions. Here are the 4 questions. We're going to put the deck away, and now we're going to use that same set of questions, going in the same order, but using the packets. So this packet is going to tell us the color of this card. In this case, it's going to be a black. So now we need a number. So a black what? In this case, we get a black 10. So now it's either hearts, not hearts, clubs, or spades. In this case, it's a club, and this card is going to tell us the match, meaning if this is a club, this should be a spade. There's your spade, meaning that this card, the participant can turn over and see is the 10 of clubs. That is the effect. If you would like to learn how to do this, stick around for the tutorial. Before I get into the tutorial for this effect, however, the deck that I'm using are the Black Polyantha First Edition. I have a deck review on these. I will leave that in the description. I also had one of these as part of a 3 deck giveaway by Ever So Slight. There were 2 winners, and I was one of them. So I will leave Ever So Slight's channel in the description so you can go and subscribe to him. So, for this effect, you need a setup. And the setup you need is the Stebbins stack. I think I do have a video on Stebbins, so I will link that in the description. However, if I don't have a video on Stebbins, I will link a different video in the description. I'm just not going to go over Stebbins in this video, or it would be way too long. So, for this effect, I'm going to teach you how you can do it, and then after the performance, you might have seen me doing some other stuff with the cards. I was just able to reset the Stebbins stack to make this effect work as much as I want, and also to do any other Stebbins. which I will show you at the end of the video, but my next video will be a more in-depth tutorial on it just to have. So, once your deck is in size Stebbins, you can have the cards cut as much as you would like. The only thing is they can't be shuffled. Now, they can be fake shuffled. So, in other words, you can do a false overhand shuffle. But because this is a full deck setup, you would want to do a full deck false shuffle. Way too advanced for me, so I don't have a video on it. So I just go ahead and I cut the cards. The only thing is, you don't want to show the cards for too long because they might notice that they go red, black, or black, red, red. So once the cards are cut, you explain you're gonna start spreading through because you don't want the top two cards or the bottom two cards touched. But you explain that any card in the middle can be touched, and you want two consecutive cards, so they have to be right next to each other. So you can't do this card and then you can't do this card. However, you could do these two, you could do these two, you could also do these two. So any two consecutive cards they can touch. So let's say by going through, they touch these two cards. You're going to set them both down like this. Keep in mind though that the second card, which is under the top card here, this is going to be your first selection. And then the rest of these top cards is cut to the bottom. So if we go over that again, let's say by going through, they touch these two cards. So I'm going to put down the first one, put down the second one, take the rest of these top cards and move them to the bottom. Now you are all set. So you explain that you're going to try to find what this card is, but you can only ask the deck 4 questions. So the first thing you're going to do is ask the deck the color. Now, where I'm from, we spell color Collor, which is 5 letters. In other places, you may spell color Collor, which is 6 letters. That's not going to work for this effect because you need 5 letters. So you can do one of two things. You can either spell color how I did it, or you can say for your pattern, I'm going to try to take a guess of what this color for this card might be, and you're going to name black. Now, there's only 2 colors, red or black, and if you remember, you need a 5 letter word. So in this case, black is going to be the word you're going to spell. So that's what you're going to do. You can either spell color Collor, or you can say, let's take a guess of this card, and you're just going to say black. It really doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, okay? You just need 5 cards on the table. So let's go with black to show you it works. So from the top, I'm going to spell BL. And notice what I'm doing here is I push off the top card, and the second card I put right under it, and I grab it. So BLACK. This is the same like CCOLOR. One thing you don't want to do, however, is reverse count it like this, because that's going to mess it up. So you're just going to go BLACK and set it down, or you can go COLOR, set it down. So I hope that makes sense. You just need to spell black or color, but without the letter U. So let's say in this case we go with black, BLACK, just to show you it does work. You set down that packet, and this top card you're going to turn over. And it doesn't matter if it's red or black again. you just need to do it because you need 5 cards. In this case, it's a red. So you say, okay, let's go with the number Number. You're going to set this down, and now you're going to turn over this card, in this case, which is 6. So this is color, this is number, Number, perfect. So a red 6. Now we need the answer, so either a 6 of hearts or a 6 of diamonds, Answer. I put this down, and this card shows us it's a diamond, meaning now we're gonna do the match. So you spell Match. You put it down. In this case, you get the 6 of hearts, meaning that this card is the 6 of diamonds, which it is. So now you say, okay, there were 4 questions with the first card. I can't use the deck anymore to find out the second card. So you put the deck away, and now you say, we're going to try that again, but this time what we're going to do is use the piles to ask the questions. So you say, okay, we're going to start in the same order we went beforehand and use the same set of questions. So this pile is going to tell us the color. So in this case, you turn it over and it's black. This pile is going to tell us the number, and notice how I'm turning over the entire pile. So now this will tell us if it's a spade or a club. In this case, it's a spade, meaning this will now give us the match. This is the 3 of clubs, meaning that this is the 3 of spades. And that is the effect. So I hope you really enjoyed this one. So if you don't want to see how to reset the Stebbins stack, you can actually click off right now because that is the video. But for those of you that actually do want to see how to reset Stebbins, I'm going to wait just a couple of seconds to give people a chance to click off, then I will teach you how to do it. Okay, so if you're still here, you probably want to know how to set up this deck to do it again, or you just want to watch the rest of the video. So here's how you can set your deck back into size Stebbins. So you're going to go to pile number 1, which is the number pile. So you know you're here. You did the effect where you turn over the second card, and you also turned over the piles. So you're going to take this bottom card, turn it face up, and put it on top of the packet. You're now going to go to the number packet because this was color. You're going to grab the bottom card, turn it face up, and put it on top. You're now going to go to answer, okay? Grab that bottom card, turn it face up, and put it on top. And now for the match, you're going to grab that bottom card, turn it face up, and put it on top. And now you're going to go in reverse order. So now you're going to start with the 4th packet. In this case, the match is going to go on top of the answer, match and answer on top of number, match, answer, number on top of color, and finally match, answer, number, color on top of the deck. You then turn this deck over, and this is something I just added in. Because I see this is red, I immediately know I put black on top, followed by red. Or you could also remember it the second card than the first card. But I know it since it goes red, black, or black, red, because this is red, I just put the black card and then the red. And that is how you are set back up into Stebbins. So this is the video for today. I hope you really enjoyed this one. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you the next video with a more in-depth tutorial of how to set up size Stebbins. Again, that was just a really quick tutorial. So I will see you then. Bye.